These are Nigerians under the platform of a Youth Next Nigeria. The agenda is to stage a movement for good governance by majorly supporting the youths and encouraging them to participate in politics. For them, they believe the time is ripe for Nigerian youths to take the bull by the horn. Their passion is to change the face of the nation where citizens can be happy with government policies and agenda.
Okay, what Youth Next is advocating right now is a paradigm shift in to a paradigm shift from what we have right now to where we want to be as a country. We believe that the youth, accounting for over 63% of the population of Nigeria, should play a significant role in the day-to-day life of the country. We believe that we have the competence and we have the numbers to deliver the Nigeria of our dream. So that is what Youth Next is trying to achieve, to raise a new generation of Nigerians who would champion the cause of development of the country.
We have the numbers. We have about 60% of us that make up the population of Nigeria. And if we do not come together and use collaborative efforts with creative strategies to steer and change it and change the malice we find ourselves in, then we will not change anything. They were also young when they took up the power from the Western countries while they were colonizing us. So we have told them that it's a new generation and we're trying to lay a proper foundation for the coming generations after us.
This movement is all about asking these people the right question, putting them on their toes, to give them the right advice when it's needed, to ask for youth inclusiveness in government, to also tell them when they are going wrong that we are ready for business and we are demanding that the right thing should be done in this country.
We're basically tired of people, of older leaders running our future for us. So I feel it's time for the younger generation to take the future into our hands and do what we feel we can do. So this platform gives us the opportunity to be outspoken.
On the significance of youth's participation in politics, they are also advocating that the same interest and attention given to sports in Nigeria should also be directed into Nigerian politics.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the youth contesting for any position. I mean, by the constitution, it goes to show that the local government itself was actually created for the youth because it's the closest to the tier of the government to the people and the masses. So I was of the opinion that the youth should start getting involved in politics, and then not necessarily contesting, but at some point in time, if decisions by the country is going to be made for the youth, then the youth must be involved to make such decisions. And that was the essence why we were saying it's time for the youth to wake up and get involved in politics.
The challenge is that the people at the toppest are not living, so they're not creating a way for those who are in the middle to move up, and therefore those who are in the middle, since they have nowhere to go, are not creating a way for those who are below to go there. But young people must stand up, because as my leader Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu always say, power is not served a la carte. You must be able to fight for it. Even in the scriptures, the Bible says that I've given you the land, Og the king of Bashan, and Sihon the king of Amorites. You must contend with him in battle. So young people need to stand and fight an intellectual battle to take over leadership, even at the local government level. They should give us a chance. We want to see a young minister before the end of this administration, somebody under 35 or under 40, to be a minister in the remaining 2 years of the administration, so that we can also open the space for younger people to rise into national leadership. It is important.
While they expressed optimism that the future is bright for Nigeria, they insist that the time is right for Nigerians to rewrite their story. Adenike Owoye Ajiboye, Super Screen News.